Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here in the back room with Norman's Rare Guitars. Welcome back. It's Friday the 13th, baby. It's an all-new episode of Guitar of the Day. Welcome back. Yeah, Friday the 13th, man. It kind of feels like Friday the 13th in here. It's
Scary.
weird day. It's ain't good or bad. It's weird. I'm definitely gonna kind of keep to the house tonight.
I'm going out.
I'm gonna put on some Friday the 13th movies, turn them up real loud outside, freak out the neighbors. That actually happened last year. I have a really quick story because I just found it. This did happen last year. We have like a little TV outside in my backyard, and we sit and we watch TV at night and stuff. It's not. It's just Wi-Fi cable and stuff. We were watching, what was that Blake Lively movie with the shark where she was like getting attacked by the shark? And she's just like screaming help for like 30 minutes straight. She's like the only on-screen, thing. My next door neighbor comes running over, banging on the door with the flashlight. They thought someone was getting murdered. We felt so horrible. It was terrible. It's just a little funny Friday story for you there to keep it light. Hey, Woody, happy 17th birthday. I talked to Woody on the phone. He's been watching for a long time. I wish you a happy birthday. And also, our good friend Jason Sine. It's his birthday today, too. Happy birthday, homie.
Happy birthday!
It's always nice to see Jason in here. He's out doing Dirty Knobs gigs with Campbell right now as we speak.
Amazing.
Oh, man, so good. Flat Top Friday, as we say every week, we keep finding new models we've never done. At some point, we're going to hit a wall. We're almost 600 episodes in. It's Flat Top Friday. We've never done one of these. And it's a 12-string. You guys love 12 strings. Come on back. It's from 1973. This is a Martin D12-35. Original natural finish. Custom armrest added by the original owner. Rosewood back and sides. Sitka spruce top, ebony board, ebony bridge.
It's pretty cool.
Now we've done a D12-20, and I gotta be honest, I get like 20 D12-20s to every one of these that I get. I mean, they made these, but I just see the mahogany ones all the time. The rosewood guitars, on 12s, I hardly ever see. So, first let's talk about the D35 in general before we even get to the 12-string thing. D35 didn't actually become a model till the mid to 1960s. We're talking 1965 is the first year. The biggest thing with the D35 that is most notable will be the three-piece back, where D18, D28, every other model that they were doing at that time was a two-piece, center seam going down the middle, usually with some kind of stripe or some kind of inlay trim, and then two pieces of either mahogany or rosewood. The three-piece back. Now, there's different reasoning for this. In 65, they were still using Brazilian rosewood, and I guess they had a lot of kind of small pieces that weren't big enough to actually make a side. So yeah, a lot of it, the three-piece back helped them get rid of some wood that they had sitting around. But also they say it does increase the low end. They got rid of some wood that was lying around. But that's the thing. So it's technically a model up from the D28, although some people look down on the three-piece back. But you have the three-piece back, and then the other difference between this and the 28 is the addition of binding on the neck. So D28 is going to be an unbound neck. When we get to the 35, you get the binding on the neck. So three-piece back and binding. Other than that, a little bit more plies on the trim on the outside. But other than that, it's pretty much like a D28. Ebony board and bridge, all that kind of stuff. So then that also kind of brings us to the mid-60s, which was the boom of 12-string guitars. Martin had made 12 strings prior to this, but 64, 65, that's when the Beatles were exploding, Stones, everything, the Who, the Kinks. Rickenbacker was cranking out 12 strings. Fender started doing the electric 12s. Gibson had 335 12s, and Epiphone had Riviera 12s and all that stuff. So Martin had the 12s too. They had D12-20, which was kind of the D18 mahogany back and side version. Probably some D28 12s, although most of the time when you see the D28 12s, they're a little bit newer, and they're a 14-fret peg head guitar, not the slotted head guitar. The D35, and then we even had, they did some D41 12 strings. I actually had one that we sold that was the one that was in Spinal Tap. The one he plays, Listen to What the Flower People Sing. That was a guitar that was in Norm's collection that he lent to them to do Spinal Tap with. I sold that one about 4 or 5 years ago, which is kind of on the higher end with the pearl and everything. But in terms of the non-pearl, this would be the highest end one that they did. And like I said, I see D12-20s all the time. Hardly ever see the rosewood ones. And then, yeah, the armrest is kind of bitching. Let's just talk about it for a second. Not original to the guitar. Owner added it just as a kind of comfort rest. It's kind of on here with some kind of foam kind of sticky thing. We could probably get it off, but I don't want to risk it. What if I screw something up? I can't live with that. Just gonna leave it on there. Looks rad anyway. Not really hurting the sound at all. Pretty good condition overall. Played, but not abused. Also, had a pickup added at some point too. So if you're gonna be playing out live, this thing's already ready to go. No controls or anything, just kind of a plug and play situation. But oh man, I love me a 12 string. It's gonna time to jangle. Let's go to the couch. We're not gonna really tickle this guy today. We'll do 2 songs with the pick, but one will be a little harder strummer and one will be a little more of the single note stuff. Let's hear how that rosewood makes this thing fatten up a little bit. Let's go to the couch and do it.
No tickling?
I'm tickling this one. Can't tickle a 12 string. All right, we're out front. We have the 1973 Martin D12-35. Original natural finish, East Indian rosewood back and side, Sitka spruce top, custom armrest added. Let's bang on this thing just right out of the chute to see how it sounds. First go. Yeah, banging on it sounds pretty good. Let's try some single note stuff or with a little bit more refinement on the right hand. See how this thing does. There's your Flat Top Friday from 1973. Original Martin D12-35. Sitka spruce top, 3-piece Indian rosewood back and sides. Ebony board, ebony bridge, custom armrest, and original black molded hard shell case. It's Flat Top Friday. Follow me on Instagram, at Mark Agnesi. Follow the store at Norman's Rare Guitars. And check this and the rest of these guitars out online at normansrareguitars.com. We got one final episode of Guitar of the Day coming at you for the week tomorrow. We'll see you guys back here again for one last episode for the week. Have a great night. Happy Friday the 13th. Be safe. Have fun. Peace.
Bye.
Jangle, jangle, bitches.